Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Yesterday night, Manchester United beat Bournemouth 3-0 at Old Trafford. That's 7 wins in a row at Old Trafford. The goals came from Casemiro, he scored the first goal. It was a volley that came from a Christian Eriksen free kick. It was Casemiro's second goal for Manchester United. Casemiro, don't forget, scored in the 1-1 draw with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge last year. Manchester United got Casemiro from Real Madrid in a deal worth 70 million. Manchester United's second goal came from Luke Shaw. It was a cutback from Garnacho to find Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's in form at the moment. Don't forget, in the games against Wolves and Nottingham Forest, Luke Shaw was playing as a centre-back. But against Bournemouth yesterday night, he was at left-back. Well, that's Luke Shaw's predominant position. And Manchester United's third goal came from Marcus Rashford. It was a tap-in by Rashford. It came from a Bruno Fernandes pass. Rashford came off the bench and scored the winner for Manchester United against Wolves after he was dropped because of disciplinary reasons. Rashford scored in the 3-0 win against Nottingham Forest, also provided an assist in that game. He scored a wonderful solo goal in the cup win against Burnley. Rashford's in scintillating form at the moment. This is probably the best season he's enduring as a Manchester United player. Rashford has over 100 goals for the club in all competitions. He has been part of the club for a long time. He came up our academy. He's been a United player since the age of 7 and he broke into our senior squad back in 2016. The other week, Man United extended Marcus Rashford's contract by 1 year. For quite some time, PSG have been interested in him. Donny van de Beek, he went off injured in the game, and Anthony Martial went off injured in the game. Like I said, Christian Eriksen, he got an assist in the game for Casemiro's goal. Christian Eriksen's made an impact since he come to Manchester United. Eriksen has got 2 or 3 goals for the club now. Eriksen did score from close range in the cup game against Burnley. He scored in the 2-1 win against Fulham. That was before the World Cup. Man United got Christian Eriksen on a free transfer. When he officially signed for the club, he signed a 3-year contract. Garnacho, he got an assist in the game. He should have scored, Garnacho, because he did hit the post. And Bruno Fernandes got an assist in the game. He also got an assist in the game against Wolves. I read some of the stats of the game. Manchester United had a total of 18 shots, had around 6 shots on target. Bournemouth, though, you know, they had some chances. Philip Billing had a good chance, produced a good save from David De Gea. You know, Philip Billing's just come back from injury. Jadon Anthony had a couple of chances as well. De Gea made 2 good saves to deny him. Bournemouth, of course, were missing some players. They were missing Junior Stanislas, David Brooks, Neto was out, Tavernier is injured, and Ryan Fredericks was missing. But Bournemouth are a very poor team. The Bournemouth manager is Gary O'Neill. Don't forget, last year Bournemouth appointed Gary O'Neill as their head coach on a permanent basis after his interim role. When he got given the job permanently, Gary O'Neill signed an 18-month contract with an option of a further 12 months. He has been the permanent manager of Bournemouth for around 5 months or so now. Before Gary O'Neill, Bournemouth had Eddie Howe, and he was the Bournemouth manager for several years. Obviously now he's the manager of Newcastle. Prior to this game, I did say, you know, Bournemouth have lost players and, you know, they have struggled. You know, they lost Callum Wilson, lost Ryan Fraser. They're at Newcastle now. Also lost Joshua King. Revert back to a lot of years ago. Joshua King was in Manchester United's academy. Back in 2020, Manchester United beat Bournemouth 5-2 at Old Trafford. Erik ten Hag, by the way, has come out and said quite a few things. He said Manchester United want to play football, not tennis, after Bournemouth win. And he said he won't burn money in striker search. And he's also mentioned that Old Trafford can be a fortress. But Erik ten Hag has said that he's happy with the victory, but he did admit Man United were lucky at times. Manchester United's next game is Everton in the FA Cup. The preview for that game will be coming up on my next video. But yeah, yesterday night's game was Manchester United's first game of 2023. And of course, Man United won, so we've enjoyed a good start to 2023. Anyway, you know the news on the transfers. I recently gave you the news on Frankie de Jong. Not so long ago, Frankie de Jong told Erik ten Hag he does want to join Manchester United. Well, towards the end of last year, he said that Frankie de Jong was still a target for Erik ten Hag. At one point, Frankie de Jong was Erik ten Hag's #1 target. You know, Erik ten Hag does want a reunion with Frankie de Jong. Ten Hag worked with Frankie de Jong during his time at Ajax. Barcelona were furious that Frankie de Jong refused to leave last summer due to the financial crisis they had. Frenkie de Jong's been at Barcelona since 2019. He's under contract with them till 2026. Barcelona got him from Ajax for around 65 million. As you all know, Manchester United missed out on Cody Gakpo. Liverpool signed him. But Man United were in pole position to get Cody Gakpo. As you all know, Ten Hag has confirmed that he wants to sign a forward this month to replace Ronaldo. There's still a lot of reports coming out regarding Joao Felix. Now Manchester United are trying to get a backup goalkeeper to De Gea because obviously we recently terminated Martin Dubravka's loan. So yeah, but you know, this transfer window is Erik Ten Hag's second transfer window as Man United manager. And I'm hoping he can get backed. Last summer, you know, Ten Hag brought 6 additions in. He brought Terrell Malacia in, Christian Eriksen, Martinez, Casemiro, Anthony. He brought Dubravka in. So far, Erik Ten Hag has spent over 200 million as Man United manager. He's got rid of a lot of players as well. You know, last year, a lot of players left the club. Henderson went on loan to Forest, Lee Grant left, Tellez went out on loan to Sevilla, Bay went out on loan to Marseille. Pogba and Matic both left on free transfers. Pogba went back to Juventus, Matic went to Roma. Lingard left on a free to go to Forest. Cavani and Mata left on free transfers. Last year, Ronaldo got sacked from the club. As you all know, Ronaldo signed for Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr. Ronaldo did sign a 2-year contract. Man United loaned Hannibal Meadsbrout to Birmingham, loaned Ethan Laird out to QPR, loaned Amad Diallo Traore out to Sunderland, sold Andres Pereira to Fulham, sold James Garner to Everton. So yeah, there are a lot of the players that departed the club last year, and certainly this year, more players will be leaving Manchester United. But Erik Ten Hag, I've got to give him a lot of credit. He's doing well as Manchester United manager. Like I said, he needs time. This is his first full season. His expectations this season is to get Man United a top 4 finish. And Man United are now 4th. Well, we went 4th when we beat Wolves in the final game of last year. But we are now level on points with Newcastle, but Newcastle are above us on goal difference. They drew with Arsenal yesterday night 0-0. If Ten Hag could win the trophy this season, that'd be even better because we've not won a domestic trophy since 2017. Don't forget last year, Erik Ten Hag got named Premier League Manager of the Month. But last year he replaced Rangnick. He's under contract with United till 2025. He's Man United's 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Revert back to when Ten Hag was at Ajax, he did very well because he won Eredivisie titles, he won Dutch Cups, and in 2019 he guided Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. And don't forget, Ten Hag was the one that recommended Mitchell van der Gagh and Steve McLaren in. By the way, I just want to update you, on the 30th of December of last year, Avram Glazer was spotted in Qatar trying to sell Manchester United. The clubs aim to be sold by March this year. It said last year that the Glazers had set an asking price of between 6 to 7 billion to sell Man United. But yeah, Man United should have new owners by the end of the season. For a long time, United fans have been protesting against the Glazers. The Glazers have owned the club for 17 years. They purchased the club for around 790 million back in 2005. Of course, at Manchester United, you've got Benny McCarthy, John Murtough, Richard Arnold. Last year, Sir Alex Ferguson came back to Man United in an advisory role. So, yeah. So, anyway, guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.